Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
A helicopter will take a sweep over the Strip ahead of New Year's Eve. We'll tell you what it's looking for. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7 tonight. I'm Lena Bleets. We begin with top stories sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. On New Year's Eve, if you see a helicopter flying 300 feet above the Strip, don't worry, it's all in the name of keeping us safe. The helicopter will be using gamma ray detectors to establish a baseline for naturally occurring radiation.
Yeah, so if we see anomalies, if we see a much stronger spot of radiation than we would expect to see, or an isotope that we didn't expect to see in a specific location, we would relay that information to our ground teams to go check it out.
The technology is used before some major events. One scan was recently done in Washington, D.C. to prepare for President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration. New speed bumps have been installed at Southland Boulevard and East Hacienda Avenue to prevent reckless driving. They were installed on Thursday after residents raised concerns about drivers drifting and doing donuts in the intersection. Residents even said a driver fired a gun while doing donuts and that bullets ended up in a brick wall and even hit a house. A Clark County Public Works crew also removed parts of the pavement at the intersection, making the road textured so anyone looking to drift would damage their tires. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Heading into the weekend, we're looking at partly cloudy skies tonight, dipping into the mid-40s and reaching an overnight low of 44 degrees by 6 a.m. Then the clouds are sticking around through the weekend with a high of 67 both Saturday and Sunday and lows in the mid-40s. Taking a peek at next week, starting out the week with a high of 69 and low of 45 on Monday, then highs dropping into the mid-60s by midweek and reaching the upper 50s and low 60s by the end of the week with lows in the mid to low 40s all week long. In business, brought to you by G Bank, your best banking experience ever. After years of high vacancy numbers, there's a commercial development boom going on in the East Las Vegas Valley. It's centered on the Sunset Road corridor from the airport to Ethel M. Chocolate Factory on Cactus Garden Drive along South Mountain Vista Street. LVRJ real estate reporter Patrick Blennerhassett says the area is becoming a prime spot for businesses.
A lot of these properties, these commercial properties, are in prime land. They're close to the Strip, they're close to the airport, and obviously Las Vegas is sort of seeing a lot of development in the last few years. So this will be an interesting submarket to keep an eye on over the next few years, just given its proximity to so many things.
The new developments in the area include a new industrial park called Sunset Airport Center 2. Southwest Airlines is now selling tickets for a new daily round-trip flight between Harry Reid International Airport and Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. Southwest had to get permission from the U.S. Department of Transportation because the airport is restricted from having flights longer than 1,250 miles. The flights will begin on February 13th.
Now for your sports update brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. 3 UNLV football players declaring for the 2025 NFL Draft in wake of their LA Bowl victory. Chief among them, Ricky White. White spent 3 seasons at UNLV, gaining over 3,000 receiving yards and 23 touchdowns on over 200 receptions. Next up, Jackson Wooder also declaring for the NFL Draft after walking onto the program. He registered 251 combined tackles, 5 interceptions, and 6 sacks in a pair of seasons in the Scarlet and Gray. Lastly, Cameron Oliver declared after 4 years, 13 picks, and 17 passes defended at UNLV. The draft kicks off April 24th.
In health, brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. Some family members are worried about the health of Nevada prison inmates. On Thursday, they shared their concerns with the Board of Prison Commissioners after medical and sanitation violations were found at multiple state prisons. One woman said her nephew has type 1 diabetes and has had a number of issues, including not getting his insulin shot on time. Another woman said her son has brain damage, seizures, and other medical issues and has faced lapses in receiving his medications. Meanwhile, a state inspector told the board that expired medications were found at one prison, and the medical director for the Nevada Department of Corrections said he plans to update the policies for disposing of such medications.
Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. Raiders head coach Antonio Pierce says Aiden O'Connell is trending in the right direction to be able to get the start on Sunday against Jacksonville. Pierce also spoke on the message that he gave the team after 10 straight losses.
Fight, pride, that's kind of been the message. We're really, we're searching for a win. But the one thing I'll say, man, these young guys, they're taking advantage of their opportunities. They're going out there, they're competing, they're playing with pride. And, I think, like I said, at some point, like I said after the game, it'll break and it'll go our way. And it will go our way hopefully this Sunday. Sports
betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Kansas City Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites over the Houston Texans on Saturday at Arrowhead Stadium, and the total is 42. The favorite flipped from the Chiefs to the Texans after Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes suffered a high ankle sprain in Sunday's win over the Browns. But the Chiefs became favorites again with Mahomes expected to play. In the other Saturday game, the Ravens are 6.5-point home favorites over the Steelers, and the total is 44.5.
In your lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift shows since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for our upcoming events. Randy's Donuts now has a 4th location in the Las Vegas Valley. The famous LA Donut Shop opened its first Las Vegas outpost to long lines and general glazed pandemonium in August 2022. It's since expanded to Resorts World and to Summerlin. The menu features more than 60 donut varieties, along with cold and hot coffee drinks, iced and blended boba drinks, and breakfast sandwiches. Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's with live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, there are plenty of options. EGOT winner and daytime talk show host Jennifer Hudson is bringing her holiday tour to Blue Live Theater at Fontainebleau this Saturday and Sunday at 8 p.m. Tickets start at $65. Professional dancer and Dancing with the Stars judge Derek Huff will also bring his Dance for the Holidays tour to the Blue Live Theater. That's at 8 o'clock. And this will be your last chance to see REO Speedwagon on stage together, as the band announced they would stop touring together on January 1st. They're playing at the Venetian Theater this Friday and Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Tickets start at $41. For the full list, visit lvrj.com. Thanks for watching 7 at 7 tonight. Watch 7 at 7 twice a day, Monday through Friday, and search Review Journal to follow us on your favorite streaming platform. See you Monday morning for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.